Hello Whovians, I've just watched Boom! It was out of this world, right? So, because of the last time I did my reviews, I told you what time it currently was at the time of recording, so you know I watched the episode at midnight. It is 49 minutes, it's 12:49 AM, or as digital watch hours is 00.49 in the UK on the 18th of May. Now, Boom. This review will contain spoilers for Boom, written by Steven Moffat. I am going to talk about Steven Moffat for a minute. So Steven Moffat's back. I've not seen Confidential yet, and I've not seen the commentary that Steven Moffat did with Russell. I'm excited for that. This episode had the heart, the warmth, and the amazingness of both Murray Gold and Steven Moffat. So, if Steven Moffat or Murray Gold are watching this, well done. If Russell T Davies is watching, keep the good work and continue hiring brilliant writers. Steven Moffat, Russell did this as well. So they did Doctor Who when they did it. So Moffat was writer, then became showrunner. Leaving Doctor Who for a good while worked in their favours because they got to go and write other things, do other things, and their portfolio and their skill. Because every time you write something, the next thing is better than the previous thing. So their skills as writers and creatives and all sorts improve over time. So whether they were when in Matt Smith's era or previously, it's better. It theoretically would be better now, and I agree in my thought process that Steven Moffat did an absolutely fantastic job. I just want to say well done. Now, Boom, and people are not going to like what I'm going to say here, I don't think. But Boom, out of the three we've seen, as in the two we've seen, this is the third one, because the Christmas special is the Christmas special, no matter what we say. I think Boom is incredible. Boom's one of those episodes that stands out to me as amazing. I do think when we reflect back at the end of the series, it might not stack up in the best ever, but for right now, it is the best ever. It's one of those episodes that, if Doctor wasn't airing at midnight, it worked perfectly for 6:20 PM, which is when it airs on BBC One today. But obviously, it's out at midnight, showing match with the rest of the world. I am going to, at the end of the series, I'm going to total up the ratings and whether or not the midnight airing was a success. I'll come to that at the end of the whole series when we get to the final episode. The very next video will be me talking about the ratings and whether or not the iPlayer at midnight has been a success for both BBC and Disney and Doctor Who itself. So let's talk about Boom. Boom is both a standalone episode and a confirmation of the main storyline that we're going to track across the next few episodes. So, the episode was based on this amazing looking design of this planet that's a war zone. The costumes, to me, on first looking, remind me a lot of the Time War stuff from the 50th anniversary Day of the Doctor. That's what it reminds me of heavily. And that's not a bad thing. It's like that's what it reminded me of. The characters, the one-off characters, were powerful, were emotional, were, I think, the best of all the one-off characters that we've got in this episode. I think that Splice, who was the child, was the main child, like the person that you first saw, as in outside of the soldiers type things. Splice is an amazing character, and I think if Splice wasn't introduced in this way, I think that Splice's character could have been a good companion. But we might see Splice as a companion one day because obviously we made a reference that the Doctor's going to keep an eye on Spice. So, my favourite bit of the episode we're going to get to is, I think it's got to be the moment where, I think it's got to be the moment that the Doctor steps on the landmine, which is right near the beginning, because you learn of how the Doctor stays in Zen. You get the mystery and it just a perfect control of balance, and it shows that no matter what happens, you can always stay calm in a certain situation. And I think the episode the music works perfectly. New Who has always been brilliant, but the music has always accompanied it amazingly. No matter who's composing, whether it's Segun Nolan or it's Murray Gold, the music has always been beautiful. That's why the proms were perfect for these composers. One of the things that I'd like to address that I think is going to help this series, is going to help the arc of Ruby Sunday, is the snow. I like how in moments of crisis that involve danger for Ruby, snow appears, because it's making sure that we pay off some of the bits from Church of Ruby Road. It also means that when we expand the medium in the novelisations, we can use that as an expansive tool even further than what we already have in the episode itself. I think I could be wrong, because I'm not 100% sure. It's been mentioned in someone mentioned when they were talking about Devil's Cord that they weren't sure either in that. But was Susan Twist the ambulance robot detector? Because I've got a good feeling she is, but I don't want to say yes without me being 100% sure. So I think that the robot and AI works really well as a sort of technically a villain, but not really villain. The reason why it works is due to the fact that in the current climate of the 18th of May 2024, sorry. Why did I say 2021? I have no idea. 2024, we have a lot of worries, a lot of fear about AI now more than ever, because AI now has got a lot more powerful than when we first discovered robots and AI and all this in the first place. So having Stephen Moffat write about the AI in this episode just really works well in trying to set this in the far future, set this on an alternate planet, but still have elements that are real to us now, real to what happens now. And that the whole staging, the whole set, the whole everything just works. I couldn't give a negative even if I wanted to. There is nothing that I don't like, other than I think this is a massive spoiler. If you've not seen the episode by the time you're watching this review, then stop watching my review. Either watch it now on your BBC iPlayer and Disney Plus in selected countries, or wait to watch it at 6:20 PM on BBC One Saturday the 18th of May. Whichever way you're doing it. I think Monday, I think it's Monday, and the joke is, oh, it sounds like Monday, so if she married Ruby Sunday, she'll be Monday Sunday. And it took me ages to get that joke. It took me ages because I just thought it was just Monday, just an average name. I just didn't think that it was a pun on the fact that it sounds like a day of the week. I think that Monday's friend, that I can't for the life of me grasp what his name was, because I don't think we ever found out. Him dying was a little bit too quick. When you see Spice's father dying, and you actually saw it, as in you they gave it a few seconds, and I think the Mundy's friend dying just like that. It's just like Mundy's flew in the air, rightly, because it was a massive zap, but we didn't see him dying, so his hologram appearing just seemed a little bit too fast. I wish I would have had like 3, maybe 4 seconds of seeing him being zapped and then turning away and then him turning into this hologram. But him dying really quickly just didn't work. That's the only thing in this episode, I think, if I have to say a negative. Because I don't want to be all positive in this review, do I? I have to say a negative, it's that. The other thing I will say is a negative, and I am going to say this is a negative. I've now thought that this was, I think the theme tune, the title sequence, came in horrifically too late. So, by the time it came in, I thought, no, we just shouldn't have had it. The Whoniverse bit in the beginning, I don't know if they have it in the Disney Plus broadcast, but on the BBC point, the Whoniverse bit in the beginning again doesn't really work, because when I think of the Whoniverse opening, it's never that short, and they've gone for the shorter one. So that just doesn't match really with what we first got when they first tried to trial out the Whoniverse opening for Tales of the TARDIS. So I think that the title sequence coming in too late doesn't ruin the episode at all. I just think it seemed weird. It would have been better if we had that closer to the beginning, because it's like enough of the episodes had happened by now, like 5, 10, 15 minutes has gone by this point, and then the title sequence, it just breaks up the story. It's like having adverts on if you're watching the Doctor Who episode on W, for instance, having the advert in the middle breaks up the story, just doesn't work that well. And having the theme tune come in, I love the title sequence. I'm not saying get rid of it, I'm just saying if you're gonna use it, put it in earlier, don't put it in that light. Overall, I think Steven Moffat did a fantastic job with Boom. The setting was really good, the atmosphere was really good, and the acting across the board from everyone were really good. I think the connection between Ruby and the Doctor, I think by this point, I'm not talking timeline wise, I'm just thinking on an actor's point of view, I think the chemistry perfect now. Well, there's still room for development and bettering, but their chemistry, their performance, and because I was watching it with my family, and my mum says, "Oh, I'm getting into him now. He seems like a really good Doctor. He's got elements of David Tennant." And then I just went on a rant about how technically he should do, being that he's bi-generated from David Tennant. And that was just like but as an actor, I think he took inspiration from what came before, and especially from the advice, because he worked with David Tennant briefly, and the advice he got from David Tennant has helped. Because Ncuti Gatwa is he is a rising star, but technically still in the early stages of his career, technically, on TV wise. I know that Hannah Waddingham has said previously that she had been acting for 10, 15, 20 years on stage before she got a big break on Ted Lasso. So I know that I can't say he's brand new to the world of acting. I'm just saying that it's on TV wise, because TV acting and stage acting are two vastly different things. So I think he is becoming slowly an amazing Doctor. Each episode he's getting better and better and better, and I think Boom just solidifies it. Boom is amazing. I think the robot as the ambulance is a good ploy of not a villain, not technically a villain, but is a villain, and it just works perfectly. So overall, I really enjoyed Boom, and I really want to know what your thoughts are on Boom in the comment section down below. I will do a follow-up video at some point in the future to talk about what I thought of the commentary for it and what other news bits could have they were planning on doing and all this other stuff. So there you have it. That is my review of Boom. Thank you guys for watching. Time to act. Bye. I'm off to go and watch Doctor Who Unleashed now, where they talk about Boom.
Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel.